Welcome to What is Church Etiquette Part 5. And I have a confession to make about a sin in my life at this point. But Part 5 has to do with the sermon. What should we do during sermon time? What is proper etiquette? And I would say the first piece of proper etiquette during a sermon is to listen to the sermon. And here's where I confess. I confess that for years, I would do other things with my mind. I would think about the afternoon coming up. I would think about the problems I had in my life. I would think about tests that I had forgot to study for. I would think about girls that I wanted to date. And my mind would be all kind of scattered. So proper church etiquette should just start in the sermon time of listening. Just opening and clearing your mind, which is a very adult-like process. Also, we should, when there's something that we agree with, according to the New Testament, it is fantastic to say amen. And I'm going to tell you, as a pastor, it is so encouraging to the pastor's spirit to know that his people not only are hearing what is being taught, but heartily affirm and agree with it. And it is uplifting to his spirit. And when his spirit is in higher places, you're going to get a higher quality sermon. Also, what about getting up during a church service? Now, this goes without saying, but we should put getting up in the emergency category. Now, everyone has to cough at some point, and then some of us are struck with bowel pain, and we just all of a sudden are compelled to have to go to the bathroom, or maybe we've caught some kind of virus and we're just feeling woozy. Those times are totally acceptable, but we need to be very careful that we don't allow ourselves to just go out when we're bored or teach this to the next generation even. Also, what about just shuffling about? What about just kind of being nervous in our seat? What about just sliding here and there? Now, I've sat on many an uncomfortable bench in my lifetime, and I know you have to do some movement and whatnot, but this is not the time to be organizing a purse or making sure my Bible notes are in order or checking on this, that, or the other. It's just not the appropriate time for such things. So, in thinking about the sermon, the number one thing you should do that would be good and proper church etiquette would just be to pay attention. If we got there as a church, what amazing things would happen.